Hello, Internet. Welcome to Squidward Radio. Let's talk about the Seven and Deadly Sins again. Specifically, the movie that came out, Prisoners of the Sky. Okay, so the long short of it, that Meliodas goes basically to Skypiea, and not really, but is mistaken for the prince. That's supposed to get this. It's supposed to inherit the sword, and of course, being the whole look-alike, it's gonna hijinks it soon. How no one seems to get him, understand him. And there are 6 demons from apparently 3,000 years ago that are supposedly stronger than, and as strong as the 10 Commandments. And they're basically released from their seal, and I have to say I do not like this movie. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. There was potential in this, but I feel like it was wasted. Oh my goodness, it's the whole what are you talking about, son? You're definitely my son, not someone else. This bit was a little overplayed. Also, my brother is here with me. Say hi, Jonathan.
Hello.
And so I did not have to suffer alone. Actually, he was the one that saw it, so he didn't have to suffer alone. But yeah, I think this movie would have been better without the demons. Just flip it around a little bit. Have like an evil advisor, because every misunderstood king has to have an evil advisor. Am I right?
Am I right? Yes.
What are your thoughts? Speak up a little clear. Oh.
My thoughts is keep the giant monster, take out the 6 demons.
Oh yeah. Save them for either a filler arc or a second movie. I'm definitely leaning to the second movie because, filler arc, because, they have this, there were unique character designs, and, probably flesh out the whole history with the 10 Commandments. Seriously, why were they the second? They were the silver medal. And even during the whole fight with them, felt underwhelming.
Yeah, they were pretty much taken down pretty easily.
Yeah. Again, probably best for a filler arc. That way we could get to know them. And all their powers. As in why they do what they do.
Because usually in the anime, they explain how their powers work.
Yeah, like that one commandment of truth. The commandment of truth. You cannot lie to him, and you cannot break a promise. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Or else you get turned to stone. That also goes for him.
It's not really his power; it's really his curse.
Yeah. These guys were, even the supposed main bad guy, it was pretty underwhelming. Should have saved him for a second movie,
or just had him showed up before.
Yeah, to just signify that the seal was broken, right?
Yeah.
Honestly,
let us know him.
yeah, have. Or I like the idea that Meliodas as the, after a certain, or like Meliodas, or like his Meliodas 2.0, the prince has to fight his father, or while who still believes that the evil advisor is good, right?
Yeah.
And Meliodas fights the advisor. Also, there was a giant monster fight, which honestly I'm not opposed to what happened in there.
Though short.
Let's just say, hell hath no fury like a mother protecting her child. Okay, for any of you who don't, I'm not gonna beat around the bush. It's Hawk's mom. She was basically the only saving grace is in that whole movie. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, and she was only really had any importance, real importance was at the end, where it basically eats the giant monster's attacks. And this thing was supposed to be as much stronger than the Ten Commandments, and she tanked 2 hits from 2 different commandments. And then they hinted at a possible, she's actually much stronger and much more older than she actually is. Which I am hoping, if they consider this to be canon in the, well, at least in the anime, I hope that last part. Right?
Yeah, I hope so too. Because it just makes too much sense in the anime.
Yeah. They did kind of give Hawk something to do, but they had him fight one of the demons that their group was called the Six Black Knights. Honestly, I don't mind the name. It's just I wish they had them, had a little bit more prominence than just, they're sealed villains.
And not just give a little backstory at least.
Yeah. But honestly, we've been harping on most of the bad stuff. Some of the good stuff was some of the action, especially Bon and
whatever his name was.
Yeah, that what I affectionately call Chibi Robo. Oh, and that one and the Commandment of Truth knockoff. If they had a baby, basically, and some of them honestly had some good designs, right?
They did, and there's that one lady that
looked like she was from Dragon Quest.
She pretty much, or looks like that one lady from Street Fighter.
Oh yeah.
I forgot her name.
Jury.
Yeah, Jury.
Yeah. Again, and you got basically this Cowardly Lion knockoff. That's just basically the Cowardly Lion, but with a magic stick. But honestly, that could be pretty good too if you gave them some character, right? Other than, we're just the evil minions.
And they didn't give it, unless they're pretty much like Cooler's minions from the first Cooler movie.
Yeah.
In Dragon Ball Z.
So, honestly, and they heavily nerfed Escanor, or as we like to call him, Escanor Armstrong. Yeah, Fullmetal Alchemist. Because the mustache don't lie, and neither does those muscles. Right?
Yeah.
And honestly, Escanor could have one-shotted everything there.
Or at least badly hurt them to the point that they can't get up.
Yeah.
because they did get up, but he did hurt them pretty bad.
Oh, yeah. One of them he actually left marks on. Just completely black. Right?
Yeah.
And some of the humor and inconsistencies were...
They kind of forgot about what their objective was.
Save Meliodas.
No, the objective was to celebrate the king's birthday.
Yeah. That was a passing thought. Again, filler arc territory there. You know? But anyways, if I had to give this movie a rating, I would say, I'm being generous here, 3.5. You?
2.5.
Ouch! It was just boring to you, huh?
I couldn't get into it. It just wasn't the same as the anime. It didn't get the same feel as the anime.
You had the... Yeah, I can understand. You had the characters, but honestly, none of the charm that if you had brought in filler characters just to expand the world, right?
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me started on some of the jokes we made. Skypiea, Dragon Ball Z. That is all you need to know. Oh, and it just hit all the marks. And we did not really intend for it to.
We somehow have this predictive ability in predicting what's going to happen in an anime movie just through jokes.
And we weren't even being serious. So yeah, I would say maybe give this movie a pass. Yes, especially if you're a Seven Deadly Sins fan. Well, if you're a Seven Deadly Sins fan, you might still get some enjoyment out of it. But, any newcomers who are interested in the franchise, probably give this one a hard pass. Right?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah, because... yeah. And, we might need... we'll have to call this one here. Any final comments? Any remarks?
Nope.
I have one. Hawk's mom. The real trump card of the Seven Deadly Sins. That is all. Later.